morning. Welcome to day 7 on the Superior hiking trail. Last night was pleasant. Nobody else showed up at the campground. And there's a ski resort just across the way from us, and they must have been having a band or something. It was Saturday night. You could hear them playing the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, which is apropos since we're near Lake Superior. We have about 56 miles to get to Finland, and we have 3 days of food. We're probably going to end up taking 3 full days, and then part of a 4th we'll walk in the morning of the 4th day, because post office is only open from 8 to noon. Take a look at this beautiful forest we're walking through this morning. It's just all hardwoods in here. You can see quite a ways. Beautiful, very quiet. This is unique. We've seen a few out here like this, boardwalks with steps. I've never seen one anywhere other than on this trail. Look how new this is. This has got to be built this year. Oh yeah, I'm glad I'm not walking through that. Thank you to the volunteers who put this together so I can keep my feet dry. Last night, in the middle of the night, it started raining, and it was not in the forecast. It was kind of probably just that lake effect rain. Well, anyway, I had both my tent flaps wide open to let the breeze through, so I had to scramble and quick shut those and then make sure that the ends of my tent were secure so water wouldn't drip in. That is just a gorgeous view this morning. I didn't realize we were this close to the lake again. We had gone quite a ways inland. There are very few bugs out here this time of year, but once in a while you just hit these sections where maybe there's been a little hatch because of the warm weather, and I keep getting bit up on my legs. So yesterday I had bug spray on. I didn't get any bites. Today I'm like, I'll try going without it, and got nailed a bunch of times this morning, so I put it on again. Hopefully it'll take care of it. I think as soon as we have 1 or 2 really cold nights, that'll be it for the bugs. But as of right now, even though you don't hardly see any of them, you run through these patches and they get you. Can't imagine walking through here in peak bug season. That would be awful. We can fly when the trail's like this. Pretty nice. We kind of need to so we can get to camp at a reasonable hour tonight. Okay, we just met some really nice ladies, all from the Minnesota area, and what they're doing is every time they hit a mile marker, they give it a Ric Flair. So let's hear it, ladies.
1, 2, 3. Woo!
You can't beat that. That's a good time right there. We just stopped for our lunch break, and those ladies caught up to us. They're having the time of their lives. That's their first ever backpacking trip, and they're gonna knock out a 30 miles plus adventure, which that's a pretty good number for your first trip. Sounds like they've already learned a lot, and I would guess by the sounds of it that this will be the first of many adventures for that crew. And they were having just an absolute blast. It was a pleasure to meet them. we just came down Carlton Peak. That was awful. They were saying it was like 400 feet down. I don't know about that. I'm calling BS on that. It was a lot more than 400 feet. I think the fact that it's like 75 and 90% humidity does not help. I'm sweating like crazy. But the trail seems to have flattened out a bit now. Maybe we can make some time for the rest of the day. Well, this was a welcome sight. We were running pretty low on water, and this access ended up a half mile earlier than we thought it was going to be, so we were able to camel up and fill up, and 3.3 to camp. We are really tired. Just got 100 trail miles hiked on this trip so far. That's a nice milestone, about a third of the way done. The trail looks like a cattle path going through here, super wide. Gets walked on all the time. We've seen a ton of day hikers coming through here. They smell really good, like soap. They probably think we smell like goats. Woo. That was a butt kicker up out of the Temperance River. And 1.6 to camp. And it's relatively flat. For the last maybe 0.2, I think it's downhill, it looks like, down to the river where we're camping by. So let's go, let's get this done. Not exactly cruisy, but we'll take it. We finally made it to camp. I'm gonna call it 18.9 miles today. It was tough. We ended up getting here just after 4:30, which is about our normal time, but it felt like 7:30. It was a little bit tougher today, but it was all worthwhile, because let me show you like what is right outside our doorstep. This bridge is adjacent to camp. As you can see our stuff right up there. And you go down here, and looking upstream, this is phenomenal. And then let me show you downstream, down here. So I was able to soak my feet in the river and get all the dirt washed off my legs. It was great. There's my tent there, Cherry Pen's tent there, the fire ring, and then if we look right down here, there's a big pool, and then the rapids pick up through the trees. And we'll be able to hear this all night. It'll be great white noise for sleeping. So that's it for tonight, and we'll see you all in the morning.